fastest lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Bennett, Verstappen, and... Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Bennett lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Leclerc, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Gasly, Sainz, Stroll, Liam Lawson, Albon, Joe, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Bottas, and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for today's race. The last few races have been a bit rough for them, unable to get a clean run. That's got to have some effect on their confidence, surely.
Certainly confidence is an important factor. And every time you're involved in an incident, it's not just the car you damage, but that confidence as well. But all the top racing drivers are able to tune that out when the race gets underway and focus on the job at hand.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. We're almost ready to start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Come on, you can win that place back. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.9 seconds. Top job, mate. Top job. Yes! I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you. Well done.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Welcome back to Qatar, and the desert sands of time are running out this season for some of our drivers. Lights out are just moments away. This, the fourth race in the Middle East. We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Bennett lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Gasly, Hamilton, Liam Lawson, Ocon, Stroll, Albon, Magnussen, Joe, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Sargent, and Yuki Tsunoda. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Now, can I get your take on Max Verstappen? Looks like they have a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
DOS now enabled. DOS enabled. entering the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Gap to your teammate behind is 8.8 seconds.
Engine. CP2.
Victory for the team from Milton Keynes then, after a quality performance. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.